I am driven. I am driven to win. I am driven. I am driven to win. No matter what has came up against me, I will take a stand. I will believe in who I was created to be. See, the world tried to take me out, but God said I got a plan and a purpose for your life. So now I must fight. I must continue to win. No matter what I come up against, I defy all odds. I change my narrative because I have the power to win. I am driven. I am driven by purpose. I am driven. Sisters and brothers, kings and queens, stand up and fight. Never lose sight of what's in front of you because you have so much work to do. Stand up and say, I am driven. I am driven to win. I am driven.
SG, let's go. I'm driven, no superstition, just accountable, reliable ammunition. Self-motivated to harness the bigger picture. I am the light bearer of forgiveness, a champion of the power, determined and driven. Tea Nicole is a considerable life coach. Should you ever stumble, we can crack the code. Inspirational power, yeah, today is the day you pay homage to your best friend who kept you all along. When you can't find the courage inside of yourself to stay strong, spiritual freedom is what I must tell. The emotional intelligence, that is where I leveled up there. Gossip and drama is a form of self-hatred.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, beautiful, amazing souls. I am your host with the most, Coach Tea Nicole, coming straight out of Pontiac, Michigan. And I want to say welcome to the Tea Nicole Show on this morning. But before we get started, I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you to like this video. I want you to share this video. And I want you to comment below. Let us know where you are watching from. Because again, you guys are in for a special treat. I have my sister by way of New York, now residing in Michigan. I'm so excited to have her on the show finally. And I want to say congratulations before she even get on the show, because she is no longer just a regular person like you and me. She's a whole doctor. She's an author. She's a speaker. And not only is she all of those things, she's a powerhouse. So I want y'all to know, I met this young lady for the first time last year I was living in Texas. And so I was supposed to have her on the show last year, but some things happened where I wasn't able to have her on the show. But she's here today, right now, and I'm excited to have her here. So I need y'all to do me a favor. Y'all need to like this video again, share this video, and be sure to comment where you are so that way we can say hello to you and you don't want to miss this. So you need to share it with your family and your friends because, again, this young lady that I have on the show today, she is a powerhouse and she's making change not only here in Detroit, but she's making change in New York as well. So when I tell you what I've seen her move, I was at one of her events that she had held last year. And the thing is, I just was looking at her and I was listening to her, and she has a story to tell. So here she's on the Tea Nicole Show. She's telling her story in her own words, and I'm going to bring her onto the show right now. So thank you guys. Please welcome DR.Shawanna Vaughn to the show.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Beautiful.
How are you? Thank you, Tea Nicole, so much for all you do. Thank you for your platform and your voice and to give others voice. I appreciate you.
Thank you so very much. So I kind of told everybody where you was from, but give us a little backstory about who you are, where you from, and all that good stuff.
Absolutely. So I hail from the great state of California.
Okay.
I am from Bakersfield, California,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm a 20-year New York veteran, and I am now a new resident of Detroit, Michigan. So I've done the journey from the East Coast to the West Coast to the Midwest, and I am so excited that God has allowed me the opportunity of fear not to be placed in new places.
Yes. Thank you. So listen, I want you to tell us a little bit about your organization first, because you hold a couple titles now, and I know titles are not who you are. You are very humble. Because can I tell y'all a secret? I'm finna talk about it right quick. I was like, "Can you send me some information about you?" So she told me what I needed to know. But then I did a little research, and when I tell you she a powerhouse, can you please tell us some of the titles that you have? Because I know they don't define you, but tell us
No,
what you do.
titles don't define, but this last one really has me eternally grateful.
Mhm.
Um, Last Saturday, I became Dr. Shawanna Vaughn, and that is so amazing because for me, if the government never acknowledges that I'm not a convicted felon, right?
Mhm.
God acknowledged by saying Dr. Shawanna Vaughn. And I'm so grateful that white America might call me felon, but humanity will call me doctor. And that is a shift of power. That is a show and an act of God in itself. Because it's not the title, it's what transformation and redemption actually represents. Um, and I'm the founder and CEO of Silent Cry. And my organization does mass incarceration, foster care, gun violence, policy and legislation, and I focus on mental health. And I'm a direct service worker because I believe nothing trickles down to the bottom unless it's our feet on the ground doing the work.
Mm, mm, mm. I said I wasn't gonna do this. I don't even know why. I'm so emotional. Number one, I get too emotional. But when I say I met her in person and she was telling her story, so can you tell us? Because you just mentioned something about and being incarcerated. So can you let us know when you were incarcerated? You don't really have to tell us why, but can you tell us what led up to you being incarcerated, if you don't mind?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I was born in prison actually, April 15th, 1978. My mother had an addiction to drugs, and so I was born in prison. And I was a part of the foster care system. And then, at 17, I went back to prison. And so I went to Valley State Prison for Women in Chowchilla, California. And I believe for me, um, everybody has a different view, but life challenges um, sent me to prison. And when I was in court, um, it said property, minor juvenile delinquent property of the state of California transferred to the Department of Corrections of California. So imagine, even at 17, nobody saying your name, your property of going to property two. And it feels like the Atlantic slave trade, because nobody ever counted me as a human. They counted me out before they ever counted me in. And so I realized that the system that white America has of racism and white supremacy does its job, and it does it well. It takes you from foster care to prison. It takes you from prison to foster care to prison. And so this is how we determine by third grade how many prisons to build, because they set up a system that's designed to only lead you to a place.
Well, Dr. Shawanna, I thank you for standing. I thank you for fighting. I thank you for never giving up. I just want to say thank you. So, can you tell us more about your organization, Silent Cry?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Silent cries out of my own silent tears, and it's actually like birthing a third baby. Um, like I said, my mother had me in prison. I've been in the foster care system, and I've been to prison. But one of my brothers was also murdered December 24th, 1986. And As a young person who was 9 in a pink robe when the police came to the door, I'll never forget. I'll never, ever unmemorize how I felt, what that day looked like, and what Christmas looked like after that. What played a part in the holidays in my mental health. Because you took something that I loved and you could not give it back. And I equated it to Christmas. Um, and so after my life journey, I said, how do I fix it? What do I do? And I volunteered at organizations. I saw organizations and I saw what was right and what was wrong. And I said, I want to be able to do direct service, to give back to broken people who suffer in silence because I'm one of them. And maybe while I fix them, I'll heal me on this journey. So I birthed Silent Cry. And I'm 13 years in. And I'm still on this healing journey, healing others while I heal myself. And so it's been an amazing journey. Um, Working with people who are coming home from incarceration or while incarcerated, and helping people go to school, and making sure that foster kids have what they need, and making sure the community has what they need, and that homeless people have food. And so I don't box myself into, I only do this and I only help these people. I help anybody who needs help because I don't believe there's a border on help. Um, and if I had to just call my organization anything, it would just really be um, an organization that is in debt to humanity to pay the rent that we own on earth as an organization, as a body of people. Um, because those who cause harm have to do the most to repair it. And I definitely feel like that's what Silent Cry is. It believes in restoration and redemption.
Mm. And I feel like that's a part of you said that's the organization, but I believe that's your mission too.
That's
That's
my
your,
mission too.
yeah, because of what you've been through. It's like you didn't let it stop you. You didn't let it define you, but it is a part of the journey of you healing. So, as you say, you are on a journey of healing. Do you feel like you're healed now today, or do you feel like you're going to be continuously healing as you heal others?
I think that healing is continuous. I think that you don't stop healing. I think that nobody's ever healed enough to stop healing,
Mm-hmm.
because I always think that we can be better. So I don't ever, I want to be a lifelong learner and a lifelong healer. Um, because if you get off the journey, you might slide back. So you got to stay on the beaten path. I think nobody equates healing to an AA meeting or an NA meeting,
Mm-hmm.
but healing is a journey too, and it requires some things to stay on that journey.
Well, I say thank you again because you said so much right there, and I pray that people are listening. So, how can people connect to your organization? And do you host like events? And if so, like where do they go to find out about your events?
You can go to my website. You can definitely go to my Facebook page and my Instagram, which is Silent Cry New York on Instagram. My personal page is Shawanna Vaughn on Facebook, and my Twitter is Silent Cry SV, and I'm definitely on Twitter. Um,
Mhm.
so definitely, you can always email me if you go to my website, and I always respond. And I believe that I always throw events. I did one last night. I threw a Christmas party for young people, for kids, and did a toy giveaway because we talk about the children of the future. That's not my hashtag. The children are right now.
Yes.
There's no future if they're not now. And so I need people to understand that we need to make young people visual, heard, and vocal now, and
Mhm.
get out of their way.
Yes.
We are stagnated young people by telling them wait their turn. It's their turn now. It's our turn is over. It's their turn. It's
Mm-hmm.
their season. Stop telling them to wait. What are they waiting on? I said, I don't think we look back to go forward.
Mm-mm.
because social activists were 15 and
Mm-mm.
16, and Martin Luther King, they were 23. Fred Hampton, they were in their 20s. So why do they have to wait? They're the right now. They're not the tomorrow. And I want to make sure we activate them now. And so I definitely try to pour into young people as much as I can. Um, I'm also doing another gala, tea,
Mm-hmm.
in March
Okay.
in honor of my friend Daniel, um, who was murdered here in Michigan. In honor of my brother who was murdered. Um, I do gala called Healing Through Pain. It's for victims of violent crime because everybody needs a holistic place to heal,
Mm-hmm.
um, and to just be acknowledged. And so that will be in March.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's the biggest thing I have coming in the new year.
Mm-hmm.
And also legislation. Like,
Yeah.
I'm really doing a push for legislation. I have a bill coming up in New York that should be the first state to pass it, called post traumatic prison disorder. And Jabari Brisport sponsored it in New York. So if you are listening and you're in New York, I need you to call every assembly, senate, and Congress legislator in your districts. Mass incarceration and mental health are direct correlations of what our neighborhoods look like when people are not treated and get help. So I need people to understand post traumatic prison disorder is not a hashtag, it's people's lives. 70 million people are impacted by incarceration in this country. If it's 70 million people, imagine they have children, they have husbands and wives and family. So imagine how many people are in mental health distress. So I'm asking, Michigan has it. I'm working on it here with Stephanie Young. Congress is working on it. That's Ayanna Presley. And I'm asking, I'm urging people, get on board with post traumatic prison disorder. Go to my website, say you'll volunteer, say you'll write letters, say you'll get signatures because it is needed. My other bill is called Daniel's Law here in Michigan. It's felony murder and juvenile education to make education mandatory for juveniles who are incarcerated in detention centers. Because if you're not educated, you can't elevate. So you perpetuate stereotypes and crime, and you recidivize. Because education is the key to unlocking your mind to do different things. So I challenge you to support Daniel's Law, which Donovan McKinney has here in Michigan.
And how can we support it in Michigan? What do we need to do to be a part of that?
Call your legislators and tell them you support Daniel's Law and that you need them to sign on.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Listen, I hope that you guys are really taking in what she's saying because, again, she's not a part of the problem. She's the solution. She has always been the solution, even though it was like in the beginning, it seemed like it was rough, but she didn't even give us all the explanation. But the thing was, she gave us what we needed. So I want y'all to know everybody that goes to prison is not bad, always bad. It's deeper than that. But she said it. So I'm not gonna replay it, but I
No,
want y'all to know. Y'all tap in, and please be willing to learn and educate yourself. Don't just go by what you hear or assume you know. Tap into this young woman. Dr. Shawanna Vaughn is an amazing woman that you need to tap into now because she's doing things here in Michigan. She's doing things in New York. And are you still connected to people and things in California as well?
absolutely. Absolutely. I am actually getting ready to push legislation in California this upcoming January.
Wow. And look, we had a couple people that just chimed in. So someone said amen to you. And then we have someone else. This is Coach Melvie. She's also a life coach. And she said this as well. Wow.
Blessings.
And it's like so many times we don't know what somebody else is going through. So I want to say thank you for coming to the show. So
Absolutely.
you're welcome. Look, I said, you said absolutely. I'm like, you're welcome. So can you tell us anything else that you want our viewers to know about you, whether it's events, whether it's just more about the movement, just more about you?
Absolutely.
Hmm.
You said something. Let me tell you what. All bad people are not locked up and all good people are not free.
Hmm.
And I need people to really hear what I'm saying to you. I have a book on Amazon. It's called Cries For Change. I'd really like you guys to read it. Um, Make it an Amazon bestseller. But also, it'll make you understand the journey of redemption. If you have family that is incarcerated and you don't understand, please take the time. People write letters, send postcards. Um, Women often have no visits, no money. Somebody adopt a woman while incarcerated because men will always have somebody. Women rarely have people in the visiting room. And if women are the bedrock of our communities, then why are they not treated as such? Um, I would implore you this holiday season to think about people past your household. Do something for humanity. Volunteer, donate to an organization. It doesn't even have to be mine. Do something past yourself. Go feed a homeless person. Teach your children to go out and give to others. If you can afford handbags and all the new technologies and all the stuff, know that that's not enough. If it was just your four and no more. That's my holiday message is do something that means something to humanity that has nothing to do with you getting anything back.
I can't stop crying over here. Because I want people to understand something. You turned your mess into your message.
Absolutely.
You helped
And
so.
that's not easy.
Oh, and it's not. In the beginning, your story was what it was, and you talked about it. So, is there anything that you really want to get off your heart
Mm,
that you've never been able to get off your heart? Because we have people watching from Instagram, we have people watching from LinkedIn, we have
mm,
people watching from Facebook. And right now, I want you to just, whatever your heart desires, if you have anything, I normally don't do this, but I just feel like there's something that needs to be said and people
mm,
hear because I know, again, you are very humble. But thank you for saying something about your book because I want y'all to know her link to her book is on this post. So
mm.
make sure you purchase her book today.
Thank you.
Purchase her book. And if you don't have the money to purchase a book, I can do one person. I can buy a book for one person. Inbox me today. If you see watching this show right now, I can buy one book for one person. So let me know today. Today. So go ahead, Shawanna. Is there anything, Dr. Shawanna, is there anything you want to tell anybody? It could be a young person, a person that's older. It could be anybody or anything. You can say whatever you want to say.
Hmm. Mm. Now I'm going to cry. Because if there's anything I want to tell somebody, currently my foster mother is in hospice, right? Good, matter, indifferent. I'm learning the value of humanity. I'm learning the value of people this season over any gift. Learn to value time because it's the thing that we don't have enough of. In this season, I'm learning that the people I can't live without are the people that leave, right? And it's a lesson. So love your mothers. Forgive your families for all their atrocities. If you ain't giving out gifts, give out forgiveness this season. Because if you're holding it, it's hurting you more than it's hurting them. Who, if I can tell somebody anything that is worth more than money, it's peace. It's goodwill towards men. It's not a cliche. I'm learning to forgive others when they don't forgive me. I'm learning to love the hell out of people when they don't like me. And sometimes it's not even taking the high road and being the bigger person. It's just finding your peace. So when you can't buy presents, buy peace. It's free. Love people. Sometimes you got to let people go in this season and don't pick them back up. That's what I'll leave you with, is that I'm always on a healing journey because I'm always learning a lesson. And I'm learning that nobody ever wants to say goodbye. Nobody ever wants people to leave. And I'm learning that we're very selfish. And in this season, I'm learning to release people back to the Creator. And it's a humbling lesson.
Can you tell our viewers one more time how to reach out to you? Because I was able to put some of your links. Tell them your website again and just all the
Yeah.
information that you have for them again, please.
My website is silentcryinc.org. And my email is silentcryinc@gmail. And I am on Facebook as Shawanna Vaughn. I am on Instagram as Silent Cry New York. I'm on Twitter as Silent Cry SV. I'm on LinkedIn as Shawanna Vaughn. And you can always find me on all platforms, and I absolutely respond.
So I want to speak something to you. I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for raising the bar. I want to say thank you for getting these bills and these laws together for people that are in the struggle, people whose rights have been taken. Mm. I want to say thank you for becoming a doctor, despite what the labels people placed on you. I want to say thank you for doing everything that you do, for waking up, for persevering past your situations. Because there's some things that you didn't say today, but I'm not gonna hold it to you, because you are a survivor medically. You are a survivor
I've survived
physically.
cancer twice. And right now, I'm waiting on a heart surgery. If I tell you, I'm waiting on heart surgery now. And when I tell you about time, I meant time. I really meant time. So I don't have time. I'm not worried about gifts this season because my left ventricle behind my heart wall doesn't work. So
God is moving in her life. God is moving in her life. I didn't even know. Y'all have to excuse me. Y'all have to bear with me. I know this is not what I'm supposed to do, but I'm not your traditional host. I'm not the traditional person, but I speak healing to her body. I speak healing to your heart. I speak healing and overflow and blessings to you each and every day, wherever you go, because God is not through with you yet. He's going to continue to just pour out his spirit onto you because you are doing a mighty work for him. So, again, I didn't even know it was what you were faced with, but I knew it was some more that needed to come out. So, again, my sister, thank you for releasing and forgiving and
yes,
walking into your overflow. When I say God is about to blow your mind, I know what the doctors say. I know what you got to experience, but each and every day you speak life to your heart. You lay hands on your heart. You lay
yes,
hands on your body. You lay hands on your mind. So even though the enemy is trying to attack and move, I speak
yes,
that it is destroyed. I speak. I
yes,
speak that
Lord.
it is destroyed today, right now. And I'm believing God to be the God that He is, the God that heals, the God that knows, the God that sees, the God that gives us Like he gives us so much. So I'm speaking divine healing despite what it looks like. So I press
Amen.
with you, I pray with you. And
Thank
not
you.
only will I pray with you, I will praise with you because there will, oh my God. Listen, listen. Thank you. My sister Yolanda, she's a spiritual advisor. She speaks life. She speaks
Yes.
healing too. And then I have my sister Melvina and I have my sister Carrie. They were here too. So
Praise
listen,
God.
listen. I
Thank
thank
you.
God for you, Dr. Shawanna. Listen, we will talk off after this. We will talk offline. But I want to say again, thank you for
Amen.
persevering. I want to say thank you for letting God have his way in your life. I want to say thank you for saving so many people, for helping to restore so many different communities. And I just want to say, I celebrate you. Listen, God knew what he was doing. God knew exactly what he was doing when he put it on delay because we needed this message for right now because it's the holiday season. A lot of people losing their lives, a lot of people losing their loved ones, but I speak healing into the atmosphere.
Atmosphere. Yes, Lord. And I
So,
take that.
oh my God,
Hmm.
thank you. Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you. That's all I can say. But is there anything else you want to say? I celebrate you, my beautiful, amazing sister. And if there's anything that I can do, I'm now back in Michigan. I'm getting
Oh,
my
praise
stuff
God.
together. So if I'm a life coach, I'm a spiritual life coach. So if there's anything that I can do personally for you, for anybody that you support, or even getting these bills, people to
Yes.
support, whatever I can do, I will
Yes.
talk to you. I will
Thank
talk to you.
you. I appreciate you. I appreciate your prayers. I appreciate your love of humanity. I did not meet you on happenstance, and I look forward to doing things with you.
Oh my God. Thank you. So, with that being said, guys, I'm sorry this is an emotional show, but please, please reach out to this beautiful, amazing spirit. Just reach out to her. Help her where you can. Let's carry her as she continue to go through the threshold. Let's lift her up and let's support her mission and her vision because she's doing something to change lives. It's going to impact you directly and your bloodline. So this is the difference. See, when you are working for God wholeheartedly and you have been called for a purpose to break generational curses, to change the system, you are attacked on many different areas. So I want to say thank you for just telling your truth, walking in your purpose and everything, Shawanna.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I look forward to talking to you again very soon.
Absolutely.
And I want to say to all our viewers, this is our new time, our new show. We will be here every Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and at
Amen.
8, yes, 8 a.m. Central. So I want to say my final goodbye. And Dr. Shawanna, did you want to say anything else?
Blessings, y'all. Happy holiday.
Thank you.